Before we explain how to reject and cancel documents, it is important to distinguish the difference between the two actions. A document rejection is a request initiated by a receiver to reject an e-invoice or self-billed e-invoice. This situation could arise possibly due to erroneous information, such as wrong buyer details or wrong invoice details. A receiver can only request rejection within 72 hours from the time of validation of the said e-invoice via the MyInvois portal. A document cancellation is an action initiated by the issuer for similar reasons as mentioned. The cancellation must also be done within 72 hours from the time of validation of the said e-invoice via the MyInvois portal. The MyInvois portal allows users to initiate a rejection or cancellation through three ways. First is through the Documents tab, the second way is through the Document Details view, and finally from the Submissions tab. To reject a document through Documents tab, click the Document button on the landing page. This will open up the list of recent documents. Scroll to the far right of the document that you want to reject. Click the three buttons to open the document options. If the document meets the reject criteria, a reject button will appear. Click on the reject button. A pop-up will appear asking to provide a reason for rejection. Click the arrow to open the drop-down. Choose from the list of reasons and click Initiate Rejection. A green bar will appear showing successful request for rejection made. When a request for rejection is successful, the status of the document will remain valid until it is cancelled. Both buyer and supplier will receive the email notification that the request for rejection has been submitted. The portal also allows users to select multiple documents at once by clicking the small checkbox at the left end of the table. Then click Reject on the top right of the screen. The second method is through the Document Detail view. To open the Document Detail view, click on the UUID of the document. There will be a Reject button of the top right of the document. Similar steps will follow the reasons for cancellation and initiate rejection. The last method is through the Submissions tab. Click on the Submissions button in the left navigation pane. In the list of submissions, click on the submission ID of the document you wish to reject. This will open up the detailed view of the submission. At the table labeled Documents, click the three dots on the far right to open up the document options. If the document meets the rejection criteria, a rejection button will appear. You will then need to complete the reason for rejection process as per usual. The process of cancelling documents is done in the same way as rejecting documents. Click on Documents. Identify the document you want to cancel. Click the three dots at the end of the pane you want to cancel. Select Cancel. A pop-up will appear requesting for reason for cancellation. Select a reason for cancellation and click Initiate Cancellation. A green notification bar will appear indicating successful cancellation. From the list of documents, you will be able to see the cancelled status. On top of that, both buyer and supplier will receive the email notification on the rejection of the invoice. You can also cancel multiple documents at once by ticking the checkboxes on the left side and clicking the Cancel button. Alternatively, you can click the document UUID and choose Cancel from the detailed document view. Upon successful cancellation, the cancelled status and reason will appear. Lastly, to cancel from the Submissions view, click the Submissions button at the left navigation pane. Click on the submission ID of the document. This will open the detailed view of the submission. In the document section, click the 3 button. Click Cancel.